Hello, everyone. Jeff Bashaw here, your 2020 PAAR President. I know you haven't seen me in a few weeks in a video, and I apologize for that. Usually I would have Dan the Man videotape me and put it out there, but I've had to learn to do this myself with everything going on, so trying to give them a break. So uh, if any of you are just starting to learn how to use all these virtual tours and everything, I feel your pain. Okay, so here we go. I hope everyone is staying safe and healthy, following the CDC guidelines, sheltering in place as much as possible, and maintaining a safe distance from others at all times. Do your best in creating a safe environment for yourselves and your family. Remember to wash your hands for 20 seconds or use alcohol-based hand sanitizers frequently. That's the hard part for me. Remember to do my hands. Everything else, keeping distance and all that's pretty easy, but that. Speaking of the CDC, however, I hope that you all are getting your information from verifiable sources and areas such as the CDC, our state and county websites for your accurate information. There's a lot of people trying to influence misinformation and some superstitions. So wherever you're getting your information from, please verify with the scientists and the health professionals on these sites before spreading that information. All righty. Go to your cdc.gov for national information or azhds.gov for state info and yavapai.us/CHS for county. Okay. The cdc.gov also has a Spanish language fact sheet and pages for your friends and family and clients that may need that support. I'm not sure if the state or Yavapai County sites have that. I'm sure that if they don't, they're working on it. They want to have it up there, but I believe Governor Ducey had mentioned that in one of his speeches, so you can check that out. But anyway, our PAR staff, that's led by our CEO, Amanda, has been doing a fantastic job, just amazing, and wants everyone, but they want everyone to know that the PAR office will remain functional through this crisis. They do ask that you call the office for any and all needs first, okay? Staff members that are in the office are sheltering in place. So the office is closed to foot traffic, but they will arrange for pickups or drop-offs. They're at the office, just call first. Okay, that's the only thing that they ask. In the few years, sorry, that Amanda has been watching over our association, she's made some very important connections in our industry on both national and state levels. If you are curious to know how NAR, AAR, or even the government are reacting to this crisis, just keep an eye out for your PAR posts. There's going, you've got the ones on recess, you've got email posts, and even Facebook page. So, check those out and keep up to date. A friend that's also a president of her association, she informed me during a video chat that her association was a victim of some scam recently. And members of her association were receiving texts and emails that appear to be from her, asking for members to donate to the COVID-19 Relief Fund. It didn't exist. And so, but fortunately, she got a few calls from her association, so she was able to put that out there. So I want to put that out there for ours. We've had different things that have gone on with the leadership, emails and text hacks here. I haven't heard of this one yet, but watch out for it. I just want everybody to know that I or anybody, any of your PAR leadership, we would never ask you by text or email or personally to donate to anything like that. We will. So just be careful. If you get something from me, I wouldn't necessarily get rid of it. But if it asks for something, yes, definitely. It's just a hack. Okay, I'm not going to ask you for any donations. We all know how crafty these scam artists have been in the past, and they're currently looking to take advantage of the situation now. So be careful. I would, however, remind those of you who have not yet paid your MLS fees that the deadline is March 31st. Okay, that's this Tuesday, I believe. So a few members have reached out and asked if PAAR is making any changes to MLS billing this year or any other billing. No. The billing policy for the MLS will remain the same. I had held an emergency executive committee meeting last Monday, and this topic, along with many others, were discussed and voted on, along with the leadership transitioning to virtual meetings temporarily until this crisis passes. Okay, so we are going to be, and in that particular meeting, the executive committee meeting, we did that in person. We didn't have any policy to do virtual meetings, so that was one of the questions and comments and votes that took place during the meeting, and it was on the agenda. So that was approved, and so that's what we're going to do. We have 16 board members, so that the 10 people or less thing wouldn't apply, and we really want to distance ourselves in that room. We all know who have been in that room isn't big enough to do that with 16 people, so we are going to go virtual, but the first one is going to be in April, and that'll be our first virtual board meeting, so that'll be pretty cool, but I hope, but because it's virtual, we need to postpone the call to membership. That was going to be our first one. There was a couple of, at least, well, there's been several, I guess, people that wanted to come in and talk to the board. And I apologize for that. We haven't quite figured out how to do that yet. So if you have already registered with Amanda to do that, to come to the April meeting, and I'm sorry you can't, just and your issue is pending. Important, pressing, I should say. You're wanting to get that issue heard, possibly resolved. I'm not sure. Do me a favor and contact me. You can email me at jeff.bashaw, that's B as in boy, ASHAW, at azmoves.com, or jbashaw11 at gmail.com. Apparently there was 10 before me. So jbashaw11 at gmail.com. And if you write it out, what the issue was that you wanted to talk to us about, we'll see that we can get it into the agenda for the April meeting. If you can wait, and we'd rather do it in person, we don't know how long these virtual meetings are going to last. They're going to be for the foreseeable future, but it's only temporary. We're going to come back to physical meetings as soon as we can. Okay. So let's see. We'll also be having committee meetings and classes run virtually. So if you're looking forward to taking Mandy Neat's CE class in April, I think she has 2. You still can. The classes will be virtual via Zoom now. And so I'm not sure how many. I know that we can get the whole board on our Zoom virtual meeting. I don't know how many she can get in her class virtual meeting. So if you want to go to Mandy's class, sign up as quickly as you can so that you make sure you get a spot in there. Alrighty. And I know a lot of people are worried about our food and product supply. Governor Ducey mentioned in his speech, I think it was a week ago, that he and his office have been speaking with the federal government, his state government, the supermarket chains, and big box stores, and he has been assured that the supply chain is still strong. The main reason for the lack of items available in our stores is due to misinformation and panic buying. Hopefully, once everyone sees that the supply keeps coming, they will not feel the need to stock up. Okay, so hang in there. We should be, hopefully, will be a more available to everybody once the panic of the supply chain stopping is averted, because there apparently is no worry there. Okay, our local officials have been putting out lots of great information and the communities that we serve. One thing I wanted to highlight was that that Prescott announced letting the community know that the local parks and trails are open with no fees. I'm assuming that means the trailhead parking fees, that sort of thing. I don't know about the national forests. I haven't been out that way yet, but the our local areas and trails are open. So if you want to get out there, get some fresh air, just keep your distance if you can. And keep your distance. And also that all city services will continue as expected. So that includes not only Prescott, but Prescott Valley and Chino Valley and Paulden, Dewey, Humboldt, and Mayer. So all those services will continue. You don't have to worry about your trash or propane deliveries, water deliveries if you need them. So all of that should continue without any interruption. If you are someone, or someone you know is looking for a job, there are opportunities on the Yavapai College job fair postings. So you can go to yc.edu/job fair and see. I also remember during one of the speeches Prescott has on the Prescott site, Prescott job, city job openings. So take a look at the Prescott website also and see if there's anything in there that you would want to apply for. Some good news. RAPAC Realtors of Arizona Political Action Committee has convinced Governor Ducey and his legislation to add realtors and real estate associated services such as title, appraisers, mortgage lenders, et cetera, and I think even movers to the essential services list, along with supermarkets, gas stations, fuel delivery, et cetera. You may have seen that actual document in one of PAAR's postings or anywhere else. It was a declaration that was made, so it's out there. But the good news is that our RAPAC and Realtor Party, their lobbying efforts was what got us that. So there's been other states where they weren't included, and when they shut everything down and tell everybody to stay home, there's no real estate going on, transactions going on, virtually or otherwise, really, because you need to be able to do certain things. You know, it'd be great if we could do the whole thing virtual. I don't know how that's possible, but I guess we'll learn. But it's just the actions that the Realtor Party took and RAPAC were fantastic. So I applaud everybody who contributes to RAPAC, and I want to thank you for your investment. If you have any questions about all the Realtor Party and RAPAC does to protect us, our clients, landowners, developers, and the community, please reach out to me at bod@paar.org. So that's bod@par.org. That's our board of directors email site. Finally, I'd like to if you weren't aware, I am using a prompter. So kudos to all those politicians that use this stuff and everybody picks on them. My goodness. It's not as easy as it looks first time out, but I'm trying to do this one shot, so bear with me. So finally, I would like to say that the cooperation between agents in this confusing time has been remarkable. All right, there are so many great ideas being floated around on how to view listings and opening up homes for viewing. But I do want to, I want to say that for all the agents that are coming up with all these creative ideas, all right, to remember that you represent your broker. So everything you say and do, and all of these innovative new ideas and everything that you do, it's a reflection on your broker. So make sure that you consult with your broker and get permission there first. All right. So as long as everything's okay with your broker, with your idea, then you can go ahead and move forward with those ideas. And you know, you might even want to pass them around. Who knows? Your idea may benefit everyone in your office. Just make sure you get your broker's approval first. If you're getting cabin fever, like so many people are. I have some friends in the industry holding virtual morning coffee sessions. So if you've seen some, you know, they're a kick. They get up in the morning, they don't put on a baseball hat or whatever, you know, just waking up, having coffee, and having a conversation around the table, pretty much virtually. Fantastic. They're a kick. I love them. So do it yourself. You can just, you know, open up a Facebook chat, invite some friends, and go live. It's a lot of fun. So you might want to give that a shot. If you haven't taken a look at, or if you're working on your C2EX, now would be a good time to hone your Realtor skills and find out what you don't know or think you do know. Anyway, it's a fantastic tool for real estate agents. So, and since you're home pretty much all the time anyway, you might want to give your dishwasher a break and order takeout or delivery from any of your local restaurants. One day a week by our 1,800 plus members would be a you know, great benefit for our community. And it would make a whole world of difference for your friends and neighbors that are in that industry. So, so consider that. And I'd like to thank you all for sticking with me to the end of this video. I promise to try and make my next video a little shorter. Stay healthy, stay safe, and I will talk with you again soon. If my head's been bobbing up and down and around, I've got a backdrop behind me that I just learned I could do. So that was pretty cool. I'm in a secret location, so you wouldn't know where I am. All right. So take care, and we'll talk to you very soon.